Hello tribe, it is your girl Tracy Simmons, Locked for Christ, and I am here with another video. Before we jump in, let's take a moment and do our affirmation. I am relaxed and I am at peace. Say it with me. I am relaxed and I am at peace. And the reason why I chose that affirmation for today is because of everything that's going on in the world. And I pray that the peace of God and his covering is over you and your family. I pray all of you guys are doing well. Let's jump into this video. This is my second time recording it because I was just rambling in the last video. It was bad. I did some things when I started my journey that I felt helped me, and then there were some things that I wish I had done that I didn't. So let's talk starter lock tips from a newbie herself. So I am I'm like three and a half months into my lock journey. And when I decided to get locks finally, I'd been pondering over for a very long time. When I finally said this is it, my loctician is booked up. You can't just make an appointment with her for the next weekend, so I had a month before my appointment to really soul search, and I had time to do my research. And that's the first, if you're thinking about getting locks and you haven't started them quite yet, this is what I would highly suggest, is do your research. Because for one, you want to know how to take care of your locks. You want to know what direction you want to go with your locks. You want to know your parting system. You want to know the size that you want of your locks. You want to make your mind about all these things before you see your loctician. A consultation is usually what some locticians do. You can start your locks at home. Like, you have so many options. And like, okay, example, where I went and got mine done, my loctician did diamond parts. And when I researched it, I learned that every loctician does not know how to do them. I saw that they have classes for them, and some people have taken classes and still can't master it. I think that it's beautiful. Like, the parting system that she put in my head is phenomenal. It's beautiful. Like, I can't say a bad thing about it. It is so good. And one thing about the diamond parting is that if you do have like thinner hair, it gives the illusion of full hair, no matter what texture you have. Now, you may have more scalp than, like, because I don't have a whole lot of scalp, but it gives the illusion of full hair. So a lot of people love the diamond parting, and I have too, but I wish I had done more research about the parting systems, because I will be honest with you, I love it when I'm in those updos, but I think I would have been happy with box parting. I know, it's crazy, right? And the reason why I say that is, take the style that I'm wearing now. I'm wearing half up, half down. You see that? Half up, half down. I love the look of a part. Like, I would have loved to have been able to take this section and had a part right here, or pull this here and have an actual part there. Does that make sense? So the reason why people love the diamond parting, I don't know if I necessarily need it, because I have thick hair. And so I don't know, but I'm still on the fence with that. Like, because I love the diamond parting. But see why you want to make these decisions before you sit in your loctician's chair, because it's important. The size of the locks. I knew I didn't want thin. I knew I wanted pencil or thicker. I didn't want thin locks. My son counted my locks, and I think there's 80 on there. So we're going to see what that turns out like. But I do, just based on the ratio of the parting size, I'm already in love with it. I would definitely take my time to make that decision, because I've followed a few of the young ladies that get 2 or 3 months in and they're redoing their parting system. So side, because they didn't like the size, they wanted more, whatever the case may be. So you don't want to go backwards after making progress. But if you are going to change your mind, this is the time to do it before your hair is actually locked. So do your research. There's many ways to start locks. You have twist, you have coils, you have braids, you have freeform, you have I've seen people start with sponges. And there's pros and cons to each one. My loctician does twist. I was happy that she does twist, because I'm not a fan of the coils. It's just not my cup of tea. I love the coils when they start maturing because they keep that nice cylinder appearance, but I don't like the brand new coil. Like when you first walk out the shop and they're like these thin, not my cup of tea. And I knew that I would be more confident with myself in the twist because people wear twists as protective styles all the time. So I was happy with the twist, starting with the twist. And I don't know how true it is because I hear some people say it's true and some people say it's not true, but you get a thicker lock. And if you are a person that's not going to do it at home and you are going to go to a loctician when all this is over, I would suggest doing consultations with them. I was just doing research about them because there are people starting Locs out there with black gel. Like they do not know what they're doing, but it's a hustle and they're making money doing it. So that I would say, you know, do your research on. There's another thing that I regret, and this is just me. I should have colored my hair before I started the lock process. So if you are thinking about coloring your hair, do it. Now you see color in my hair now, but I've had this for a very long time. I really have a really nice ombre. It's actually really pretty. In person, it's like the black bleeds into the brown and the brown flows into the blonde. It's a very, very pretty ombre that I have going on, and I should have retouched it and had it done before I got the starter locks because I had saw people get dyeing their hair in starter locks. My loctician was like, no. Sorry, my husband called me. He's outside working out. He's looking for me, so I better hurry up. But so my loctician prefers to have you wait till your hair is mature before you color your hair. You know, it's chemicals. It can alter your progress. So I'm okay with the ombre because the way that it is ombre, it doesn't look bad, but I have gray hairs out of control right now. Like I've been plucking the gray hairs out of my hair, and finally I said, okay, I'm gonna stop because in a minute I'm about to be bald. But if that's the one regret that I have, that's it. I should have colored my hair before I started this process because now I'm probably going to end up having to wait 6 months or a year. I let go of all those drawers of products that I no longer would use because, you know, you do have people with locks that do use products in their hair, and I've been trying to stay as natural as possible. And the reason why, because when I started doing research, I was looking at people's videos that have locks now that started their locks way 2 years ago. And as much as I love their channel, you know, we share our journey so we can learn from one another. And I've seen people use these products and swear these products don't give them buildup, and then 6 months, year later, 2 years later, they're talking about how they have this buildup and they don't know where it comes from. And then I've also learned that buildup is not something you necessarily see right away. It's something that you see much later. I also knew like all the conditioners and stuff I had isn't really necessary. I just want my earrings to stay right. Isn't really necessary when you start your locks, because it's going to defeat the purpose. And honestly, my hair is so soft all the time just from using the aloe vera juice and stuff. I feel like I definitely couldn't condition my hair because my hair would never tangle up and lock, you know. So definitely research products that you know in what direction you want to go in. Also too, I've learned that a lot of people that use stuff, and I follow a few people that use grease. I can tell the difference in their locks and someone else's, even on camera. Their locks have more of a dull look than the nice, you know, shiny or healthy looking locks. So definitely do your research and make up your mind which direction you want to go in. I had tons of products that I knew would not be lock friendly, because even the ones that do use products, a lot of them go with a certain texture product or something that's more glycerin or water based, or you know, that you have to figure this thing out. So definitely, if you holding on to those thicker type products, yeah, you can just go and let them go. Go and bless somebody else with that stuff. One of the things that I did before my appointment was the shampoo before, I detoxed my hair. I went ahead and did a, why am I lost right now? I did a mask on my hair. What is it called? The bentonite clay mask. I did a bentonite clay mask on my hair, and bentonite clay that goes deep in the hair and pulls out metals, it pulls out protein, it just deep cleans any buildup, everything on your hair. And then I did a very good deep condition. I decided to do a protein treatment, and I was going to do my own trim, but I decided to let her do it and cut off what she felt was needed to be cut off. And that's what she did. When she did my hair, she cut that off. Of course, they washed my hair before I got it shampooed, which was a week later, but I wanted to do that detox. Like, I wanted to make sure that my hair was started without product buildup, without residue, just a clean slate. Another tip is for my girls, and this is the last one actually, and order some head wraps, because like, this is starting to get easier for me. And I will say that me starting off with some length, because when I started this, when she finished the twist fell about armpit length. And they're shrinking up. Like, if you see this one that doesn't want to do anything, is about armpit length. And then some may be a little bit longer, but the ones that are locking, if you look, are short. They are really short. Like this one. See how short that is? So, oh, like these. Look how short these are. So some of the ones that are locking are shrinking. I'm entering in that frizzy phase where I didn't have that before. And it seems like every day they just get frizzier. And I never had the frizz before. But with me starting off with the longer locks, I'm able to swoop it up in a bun like I did. Everybody doesn't have enough length for that. And some days, even with the length, like going to work every day, before all this happened, there was days that I just felt like the beautiful black goddess. And then there's days where I feel like I look homeless. Like I'm waiting for somebody to come up to me and give me some change because they think I'm homeless. So it's definitely one of those things. And a cute head wrap and some earrings, girl, you feel like a whole brand new person. So definitely invest in a few head wraps. I opt for purchasing some pre-tied head wraps that were really cute, that I was able to put on my hair on those days that I just wasn't that confident, or my hair was just doing something totally crazy. And I don't, you know, from what I've been told, I haven't even got to that crazy part yet. They're like, Tracy, you're at the point, because my hair is budding and stuff now. So if you look, if you even look at, like, you can see, you know, the changes that is starting in my hairs, you know, already. And, you know, a lot of people are like, you know, Tracy, this is when the fun starts. This is when it gets good. So as I enter into the teenage stage, they say this teenage stage is when it's just like, and I've got my head wraps, I've got headbands, and I'm here for it. We're going to get through this. So I do hope that you enjoyed this video. If I forgot anything, if you guys have any regrets or things you wish you did or known before you started your journey, or just tips in general, please leave them down below. It's very helpful to all of us. This is not a channel of expertise where I'm going to teach you the best lock. No, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm 3 months into my lock journey. So this is more to document my journey, and others that have documented their journey. Like I said, I was able to learn from their mistakes and their regrets, because there's an actual video called that, like what I wish I had known before I started my locks. So all of you guys' words and input is always appreciated. I do hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.